My name is Ankit Shah from PrimeView, and I'm very delighted to introduce Mr. Umar Balwa, who is the MD of Sealmatic, on our show today.
Thank you, my pleasure to be on your show.
Sealmatic is present in various industrial sealing applications. Can you elaborate?
Yes, a mechanical seal is a very critical product to any rotary equipment such as pumps, compressors and agitators. It finds applications in various industrial process units such as refinery, oil and gas, petrochemical, power plants, both nuclear and thermal. Any leakage coming out of the rotary equipment can be dangerous in case if it's an explosive media. In case of exotic medias, it can be expensive. In terms of hazard to the environment, it is very essential to employ a mechanical seal. So these are the various applications in general when we talk about mechanical seals.
What are the major products that are produced at your plant in India, and who are the most important customers?
We produce mechanical seals and seal supply systems. The major customers for us would be all the process industries, OEMs. If I have to name a few of them, would be Reliance, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL. And for the OEMs, it would be BHEL, KSB, Andritz, SPX, and so on and so forth. So in general, when we talk about Sealmatic as a product being accepted across the gamut of industry, I think we are very well placed. Also, we are approved by leading engineering consultants as well, not only in India but globally.
Can you talk about some details on your production capacity?
We are one of the largest mechanical seal company in India, indigenously. When we talk about capacity, we are geared up for an annual production value of 200 crores, and this would translate into market share of approximately 15% in the next 5 years period.
Do you export from your Mumbai plant?
Yes, we are one of the largest exporters of mechanical seal from India. In fact, we have been honored by the DGFT, which is the Director General of Foreign Trades, and we are nominated as a star export house. So that's a big recognition coming from the government of India, encouraging exporters like us to do more and more and earn foreign exchange for the country. We export to more than 45 countries across the globe. Whole of Europe, we have covered America, South America, and practically we are present on every continent which matter to us. Our exports contribute to about 70% of our production capacity, and we are growing with every passing year.
What kind of market share are you looking at in the future?
We are looking at a market share of 15%, and we have consciously made those efforts in gaining this market share. When we talk about a team of 200 people who are dedicated to the cause of the company, and also sophisticated hardware, software, plant and machinery. So we are geared up to achieve a 15% market share in India comfortably in the next 5 years period.
Can you kindly take us through your journey in the field of mechanical seals?
Yes, my journey in the field of mechanical seal is adventurous, I would say, if I have to simply put it as. I have entered this industry into basically 3 phases. One as a young boy who started out in 1989. Then I had a joint venture with the Feudo Bergmann of Germany, which was very successful for almost 17 years. And then I again entered this industry in 2012 under the name and style of Sealmatic. So the journey has been exciting, full of challenges, and we have been very successful. Customers have been accepting our offerings. And there was a vacuum in the industry. Except the 3 big boys, there was nobody else who could provide international technology and quality products.
How do you fulfill your customers' expectations?
The expectations of customers are extremely critical and precise. Mechanical seal per se is a very challenging product to design, to manufacture and to sell. So the foremost condition what any customer would put to a seal company would be application know-how. Secondly, a troubleshooting experience. Thirdly, in case of a failure analysis. In case of a failure, after the analysis, you should be able to do installation and servicing and training of the customers at their site. So these are the stringent expectations coming out of the customer. And as a seal company, we need to be prepared and geared to address these issues and give comfort to the customer to accept a product from a seal company. Having said this, Sealmatic has consciously driven itself towards international standards and specifications. We are the only company which has got API Q1, ATEX, FDA, GMP, and many more certifications. Besides the recently awarded recognition from the Government of India, the DSIR certification, which is Department of Science and Industrial Research, which comes under the Ministry of Science and Technology. So we are totally focused. We know what we are doing, and we know how to serve a customer's critical application.
What kind of innovation does Sealmatic intend to bring to the table, in the field of mechanical seals?
Yeah, unless you don't innovate, you cease to exist in this industry, and I think it holds true for any industry. So basically our major focus and our promise to our customers is to innovate from the traditional idea of offering mechanical seals. We supply the whole gamut of sealing technology, right from recommending a mechanical seal, and we walk the customer through the journey till the seal has been installed at their equipment in a process plant. We also have dedicated a substantial sum of our earnings towards research and development. So when we talk about innovation, unless and until you don't do any kind of research and development, you cannot innovate. So when you talk about applications having temperatures exceeding 350 degrees Celsius, pressures exceeding 100 kg per centimeter square, or seals as large as half a meter, we are there to offer a solution to our customers.
Barring a few companies, most of the mechanical seals companies are MSME. And in your opinion, which are the most challenges that all MSMEs continue to face despite numerous initiatives?
Yes, I think this answer cannot be given in just one straight description. I will break it up into pieces. First and foremost, MSME as a segment is important to any industry, any economy or any country. Say for example, in Germany, the Mittelstand, that's the MSME segment of Germany, without which Germany will not be what it is today. It is the powerhouse of Europe. So coming back to India, MSME plays a pivotal role in contributing towards the economical growth of our country. We as an MSME segment, it employs more than 100 million people. It is the second largest employer after agriculture. So when we talk about our vision of the Honorable Prime Minister to make India a 5 trillion economy, MSME would be a biggest contributor to that particular growth trajectory. Of course, having said this, there were challenges in the past when the MSME was running on its own steam, and there was no particular guidance or focus from any segment of the government. But of late, the government has initiated many programs. Especially, it shows the seriousness that we have a ministry which is specially dedicated to MSME. So that is the Ministry of MSME. Then the RBI also is stepping in, giving flexible credit periods, slashing down the rate of interest, and many other initiatives taken by the Government of India to encourage MSME segment. And I think MSME is going to remain as a backbone of our Indian industry, and especially in the rural areas where we have small enterprises who produce excellent products. It can be a cottage industry as well, but they produce excellent products which are exported out of the country. So that's the importance of MSME segment in India.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us on this interview, and it was a great pleasure listening to you.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you.